we'll see the winners of 3 straight, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Arizona will put it away to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So East Carolina's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Coach suggestions.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Options. Potty. Process selected.
They'll give it to him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Coach suggestions.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark it just a little short.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates are on the move.
Doubling is selected.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Still running at the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Wildcats are back up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Got it near midfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on field.
And he takes it in for the score.
Entering play call.
Touchdown Pirates. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kennesaw State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Owls had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Sweet cut there. Powers through the defender. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on him from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they just...
Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to pound it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Entering base model screen, you have 7 options.
And the field goal unit is on the field.
On the field goal.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Entering
That'll
play
bring him
call,
to
you
within
have
4.
7 options.
So they're lining up to kick it off
Left
after
is
that
selected.
last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Slot cross.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Good
Entering
call,
play
good
call,
execution as they move
there
the
are
chains
21
and they have a first
categories.
down
You
at
have
the
18
38.
options. Double slant.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Pirates are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Pirates had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, ECU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
There are 8 categories.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Entering coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around. There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Spread.
David Davis looking to pass. The quick out. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Arizona. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line out front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
There are 8 categories. You have 12 options.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to hit the sling, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Double slant stick.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the big gain, and they got it on the 46. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Pirates are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Coach suggestions.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Southern Miss answered the bell away from Roberts Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Eagles knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We we got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Davis will throw. Got his man on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lyons. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson.
Entering base model screen, you have 5
and
options.
The Pirates will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on second down for this offense.
Shuffle flood is selected.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Entering
and they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Categories. You have 15 options.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 6 categories.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly. Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Categories.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There are 6 categories.
Arizona comes out with another first down.
Spread.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Cover 2 man.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. And here they come almost all the way back.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the
Entering
because
play
coverage
call,
is going to
we
be
have
tight.
7
The throw might
options,
not be
5,
perfect,
4,
but this is
return
something
left
these
to
two guys have been
center.
repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Inside zone.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Pirates look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Connor. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll race it to the house.
Entering play
Touchdown,
call.
Pirates.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
That's
You have
3 for the
15
young fella. I mean, this
options.
dude's
Have
smelling the end
selected.
zone. Anytime he gets near,
Entering
you know
play
he's going to
call.
lower his
You have
shoulder,
5
do whatever it
options.
takes to
Kickoff
get in the
left
end
is
zone.
selected.
The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
East Carolina, 35. Arizona, 23.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball
Entering
will come
play
out to the
call.
25-yard line.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Entering play call.
Finds Zach
Coach
Priest, and he's got
suggestions.
4
There
out
are
to the
6
29.
categories.
Solid pickup of 4 on
Spread.
first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first
There are
down.
6 categories.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere.
Entering
Stop
play
at the
call.
line of scrimmage.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Davis will throw. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves him with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the thing about the jet sweep is oftentimes it gets the defense confused. They can't find the ball, but not that time. Great job of eye discipline defensively, finding who had the ball, and then using their speed.
Touchdown, Arizona! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's Warren. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Pulls and fires complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
There are 2 categories.
Now on second and goal.
Jail man is selected.
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Arizona. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense yards punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
East Carolina, 35.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down to the 17.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple inches short.
All right, they got the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Inside zone.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it.
There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Options. Inside zone is selected.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Pirates started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Entering play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal with touchdown ECU. And they moved out front here on the 4th.
There are 8 categories.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter.
East Carolina, 41. Arizona, 36.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Suggestion. Cover 3 does
Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use it.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Touchdown, East Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Entering play, Tampa Dew. Cover 6.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the right. Finds his man open. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to go up top. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Categories. You have
The
36
Wildcats
options.
moving quickly to the line.
Selected. Spread.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Other 6 categories.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense options. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one